This is your call to action. Get prepared, America. Economy, survival, energy, disasters. This is USAPrepares.com. Informative radio, educational radio. Interact now by emailing instructor@USAPrepares.com or text at 417-200-4715. Class, please take your seats. Now, your instructors, Vincent Finelli and Mark Wright.
Your dial is set correctly to USAPrepares.com, 560 on the AM dial. KWTO, the powerhouse of the Midwest. Your classroom is booming to 5 states. And on a good Ozark clear day, we just might reach into 7. We broadcast worldwide on the internet, radiospringfield.com. Click on KWTO, then listen live.
Converging threats are confronted daily by your instructors Mark Wright and me. I'm Vincent Finelli.
And you also will be able to get your free issue of the International Forecasters, and details will be coming up in just a minute. Vinny, tomorrow we have Survival Seeds. USA Prepares heirloom instructor Mike Knox from White Harvest Seeds, and you can see his link on our website. Today's threat are to your health as eviscerated. What is that word, Vinny? Did you write there? By evidenced? I didn't think that was spelled properly. I'm sorry. Today's threats are to your health as evidenced by diseases and sickness worldwide.
The social unrest and violence unfolding worldwide are caused by politicians that we naively elect to represent our interests. They lie, they cheat, they steal, they obfuscate, and they work to confuse us. They have collectively destroyed our health and food systems. They are, in fact, killing us. Class, what would happen if someone did that where you work?
Well, I know I'd do, Vinny. I'd fire them. How about you, Dr. Shealy?
Well, you're being kind, Mark. I have some things I can't say on the air about it.
Oh, I don't know anybody who's happy about our food and health system.
That heirloom seed thing, did you see the results from the University of Texas? They've shown that heirloom fruits and vegetables have a highly statistically significant improvement in all kinds of vitamins and minerals and antioxidants compared to the hybrids.
So
really?
we should be following up your show with heirloom seeds. Your lesson today is centered on how to defend yourself and your family from bad food, bad medicine. Times are bad and will most certainly get worse. Dr. Norm Shealy is the official doctor of USAPrepares.com. He is live with us in the broadcast classroom today. Dr. Shealy, it's so good to have you
it's great to be with you, Vince.
Oh, man. Don't shake my hand. I got it right.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. This guy's got a grip like Iron Man.
Hey, you may need it in case you have to defend yourself.
Hey, Dr. Shealy, I got to thinking about this question. I should have asked it to you last time. I don't know what age you recommend that people should consider taking supplements and vitamins and various other things. Let's say theoretically.
Conception.
Okay, there you go. Theoretically, you're a young person. I don't know if you're in your teens or before. You're in perfect health. What should be the official USA Prepares vitamin supplement regimen that you should be on if you're in perfect health?
Okay, a minimum of 1,000 milligrams, 1 gram of vitamin C.
Vitamin C.
2,000 would be a little bit better. And then a good multivitamin mineral with a minimum of 10 milligrams of B complex and all the trace things. That'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, let me see if I've got this right. 1,000 milligrams equals 1 gram vitamin C. Multivitamin with trace.
Well, 10 milligrams of B complex.
So a multivitamin separate 10 milligrams?
Well, no, it'll have B1, B2, B3, B6. That'll be the 10 milligram basic.
Okay, in the multivitamin.
And it'll have that, then it'll have some trace minerals and things.
Okay.
Okay, now there's a million multivitamins out there. Brands. Do you recommend any specific brand?
Well, you caught me because I have it made.
Well, that's the one we want.
That's one we want. That'd be the best one.
Shealy's Essentials.
Dr.
Okay.
Shealy's
Essentials.
Sentials. I'm going to put that on the website.
Okay.
And the link to get it.
And one a day.
One a day.
For that, is adequate for that kind of person.
One per day.
What's your website, Doc?
Norm Shealy, SHEALY.com, and they can get my free email newsletter there too.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll put a link from our website onto yours. If our class wants to, they can click on the link, and it'll take you right to your website. They can get the free newsletter.
Absolutely. Every Wednesday. Yesterday it was on making your own yogurt at home and how you can do that and save 75% and get a better quality yogurt.
Do you have to buy illegal milk?
No.
Do you recommend raw milk, though?
If I could get it, I would do the raw milk. But, even using plain old regular milk, whole milk, and then you put into it just 5 little capsules of a good probiotic, and it makes wonderful yogurt.
Can you add flavoring?
Of course, you can add whatever you like then. Fresh fruit preferably.
Yeah, that's fast food, right?
Fresh fruit and nuts is fast food. That's it.
Now think
the
about
only fast food that I like.
I like that. Think about this, Vinny. We are recommending the world's leading economic newsletter. Bob Chapman, international forecaster, and now we have the world's leading healthcare newsletter from Dr. Norm Shealy. I tell you what, we're taking a step up every time we do a program around here, Vinny. That's great news. I'm excited about that.
And by the way, next time you see me, I'll bring you a copy of my new book.
Wow.
Energy Medicine, the future of health.
And you won't be at this expo coming up, but you'll be at the next one. That's awesome. Awesome.
Longest one I've ever written, 368 pages.
Wow. I'm looking forward to seeing that, aren't you, Mark?
I am.
Will we be able to put that in the official USA Preparers office bookshelf?
You bet.
The
Will it be
official
autographed?
USA Preparers library is
that
coming
must-
up with his will be the first book. How about that? What do you think? The official first book.
You'll each get a copy next time I come in.
Man, oh, man.
fantastic.
Man, I love it. Mark, I've got a whole bunch of questions that were submitted by our students, actually all over the country. I guess we should get into that right after the break.
Let's go ahead and take a break right here. This is Mark Wright on USA Prepares, and I am here with my good friend, Dr. Norm Shealy, and also the original survival economist, Vincent Finelli, and we'll be right back with all of your healthcare questions for the world-renowned expert, Dr. Norm Shealy.
No whining. Only expert guests and seasoned opinions. Instruction that matters. At the controls, Vincent Finelli and Mark Wright.
And we're back on USAPrepares.com on 560 AM, the powerhouse of the Midwest. I'm Mark Wright. I'm here with Vincent Finelli and also world-renowned preventive health care expert, Dr. Norm Shealy, is in the studio. And before we get back to Dr. Shealy, I just want to remind everybody, the Get Prepared Expo is coming September 9th and 10th, and you can get your tickets at getpreparedexpo.com, or you can go to usaprepares.com, whichever you prefer. $9 tickets. They're at the store tab, Vinny. I think, Vinny, you got it right there across the top. You can hit store tab.
Yep.
You can search there and buy your tickets. There's a few exhibitor spots that potentially may be left, so if you're interested in exhibiting, give us a call, shoot us an email. And, Vinny, I think we have a class meetup this Friday. Is that right?
We do. It's at Ziggy's Cafe, the corner of Sunshine and Glenstone, Springfield, Missouri. Details are on the website, 5:30 to 7 p.m. We usually go to about 10 o'clock. Lots of questions come from our class. Dinner is $5.99. Class, if you'd like to meet up with us, typically the topics center around high-yield gardening, nutrition, and survival economics. Every time it's survival economics.
Absolutely. Doc, we need to get you to meet up. You would be a very popular guy at one of our meetups.
Well, if I could get out by 9 o'clock, I'll do it.
Okay.
Oh, most certainly. We'll let you out.
I go to bed between 9 and 9:30.
Now, wait a minute. You go to bed with the chickens and get up with the chickens? Well, good for you.
Before the chickens.
You're before the chickens?
Chickens aren't up till 6 o'clock now. I'm up at 5.
Oh,
Shealy,
my.
well,
Oh, my.
So do you think you can make it this week, this Friday at Ziggy's?
I could. Is it, what time, 5?
5:30.
Well, about 5:36.
5:30?
Whenever you can roll
I
in.
can make it if I can leave by 9.
You can. All right.
Okay, there you go,
Myself
class.
Driving home alone.
Okay,
Breaking news on USA Prepares.
Yep.
Dr. Norm Shealy to attend our Friday meetup.
Yep.
Tomorrow.
Bring your questions, class.
That is tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
I'll
Tomorrow.
be there.
I'll write you
Okay.
a note so you can get out by 9. Class, we have a question from Laura. She is the president. She says she's the president of the New Jersey chapter of the USAPrepares.com fan club. And her question is about early onset of puberty. Is it natural? Is it the foods? Is it hormones in chickens and beef?
It ain't natural. That's number one.
Okay, so it's not natural.
It is partly the food and partly dish detergent and all the pesticides and all the so-called estrogens that are coming out of petroleum products. It's not only affecting early puberty, it's also affecting men in a negative way.
Is that why we used to have a commercial for erectile dysfunction on this show before we threw it off?
Yes.
You ain't
And
kidding.
Did you see the ad yesterday about erectile dysfunction?
I'll tell you what. When I first heard that commercial, it made me crazy, and we threw it overboard. Okay, so you think it ain't natural? Okay, Laura also has another question. MS. She's saying that she thinks that there are pockets or neighborhoods or clusters relating to multiple sclerosis, and she says that some realtors are not showing and selling homes in specific areas because they feel that it would not be proper because of the clusters of multiple sclerosis.
Well, that almost certainly has something to do with electromagnetic energy and or toxic earth zones. You know, there are some negative strains in the earth. The Germans are real big on that aspect of it, but it's almost certainly electromagnetic in nature. And, you know, we're exposed. I mean, here we are sitting under a fluorescent light in a room that's not even 7 feet tall.
Right.
If it was 8 feet, we would be getting 3 milligauss of electromagnetic poison in our brain. And so we are exposed to that. Did you know if you put your cell phone turned off in your pocket and put a magnetized anything, credit card in there, it'll erase it?
Yes. Yes, I do.
And so if a turned off cell phone can erase your credit cards, what on earth is it doing to you?
You've just explained a lot to me. I'm looking at Mark right there at the controls today, and he is sitting directly under a fluorescent light.
Well, but he's also, look at to his left, he is probably being bombarded with about 100 milligauss.
Is that why I started drooling all of a sudden?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I have to tell you, if I was sitting there, I'd want to wear a Claris Q pendant to protect myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put a... What is that, by the way? Is that a metal
He
metal
wants two
strip?
of them.
Well, yeah, a Faraday cage.
A Faraday cage would be better? Okay, all right. Oh, gracious.
Mark, what we can do is we can put a magnetic, a ferrous type of curtain there, and we'll just pull it down and protect you, at least somewhat.
That's true.
Great.
Copper would be better.
Yeah.
Copper would be good. If you could find it, everybody's stealing it these days.
You know the cost of copper screen has doubled in the last year. I use it in my Rejuvenatrix, and we've had to pay twice as much as we did a year ago.
Unbelievable.
Well,
that's
that
why
makes
they're
sense.
that's why they're stealing it. It's because the prices are so high and the quantities are so limited.
Dr. Shealy, Laura had a third question. I have a whole couple pages of questions here, but her third question is, what is the most dangerous of our environmental factors? She's listing water, air, foods.
I have to say, I think if I had to choose one, unless you're living in a big city, it would be water, because it is loaded with the original weapon of mass destruction, chlorine, and fluoride, which is one of the greatest poisons in the world.
And so is chlorine.
Well, chlorine, that's
Yeah.
the weapon of mass destruction.
Right.
They're both horrible, and you know, they poison your body in general. They make weak bones. They weaken your immune system. The American Dental Association really needs to be taken to court in a class action suit. They are as bad as the tobacco industry because they put mercury in your mouth,
Right.
50-60% in those stupid fillings, and they're responsible for all this fluoride nonsense.
Yeah, they are promoters. I remember when our children were young, they were given by their dentist in Virginia these fluoride tablets.
Yep.
Chew these things up. And I was thinking, this is rat poison.
It's probably safe for a few years, but for a lifetime, it weakens your body tremendously. I would not drink city water in any city in the country.
Well, we use Berkey water filters at the
Exactly.
Finelli household, and they're coming here